Right, so now we have the last session for today, which is going to talk about how you can leverage the brand value of the ASIRT Gold Member Program. And let me first introduce the speaker to you, though he doesn't need introduction to ASIRT members, but yet I'll do my job. Our next speaker is Suneel Agarwal. Suneel is a brand architect, business strategy consultant, business coach, and a serial entrepreneur. He conducts workshops and sessions on branding, leadership, team building, and transformation. With 3 decades of experience, Suneel has created successful service-oriented businesses and in fact cultivated strong brands including Johnson & Johnson, Castrol, Dunlop, Kingfisher, and ITC among many others. He has conducted sessions for various age groups from students to young adults to top management. Suneel Agarwal, can you please come on stage? Thank you.
Good evening. Good evening. I guess those who are in this room don't love tea. Okay, it's allowed in the room. Kshitij, you prefer to listen from the outside? Yeah, it's a good decision.
I'm good on the outside as well as inside. He's an outstanding man.
So I had a misfortune today of coming early and happening to listen to the presentation of Kshitij. And he forgot his notes, but I've forgotten what I have to say to you after listening to his presentation. And it's going to be very, very challenging after hearing such tech talk and people attentively listening to gather your attention. So let me guess, why are you still sitting here?
They locked the doors.
Okay, that's one reason. I like honest people. Any other reason why you're sitting here?
Dinner.
Absolutely. And that includes me. Chetamai said, can we have your slot after dinner? I said, then I think we don't need such a big room. So after listening to this tech talk, are you ready for a little fun?
Yes.
Yeah, little fun. Because the topic is really very light compared to all that you've heard, the black box. In fact, I am become a techie. I'm going to go and sell a black box now. It's easier selling, but I'm trying to sell it.
30% margin.
Yeah, because that was what really excited me. I don't get 30% margin of what I do myself. And yet somebody else is offering 30% of what they're getting. I think it's a great thing. Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So, I wish there are more breakdowns. See, in today's world, everybody has become very, very focused. The doctor wishes, you get ill. The lawyer wishes, you get into trouble. And the policeman wishes you are a criminal. And it are only the thieves you prefer that you get wealthy. So today, I am asking you to change your priorities and looking thieves because they are genuine well-wishers. Arey, come on, yaar. Or black box bitch. And then let me know when you've got the money at your home. So is this age of focus where everybody is focused on what they want to do? Are you focused on what you want to do?
Seem to be focused.
Seem to be focused. Yeah. Who seem?
Everybody seems to be focused.
So talk about yourself. First of the thing is in life, learn to talk for yourself. Don't lean on others. Everybody's doing that. Say, okay, are you ready? Are you doing it for yourself? You're doing it for yourself. So, are you doing it for yourself? So let me ask you a question, sir. Your good name?
Prakash.
Prakash, why are you here? This is probably the 18th session of ASIRT. How many have you attended?
My second.
This is your second. No wonder you look fresh. Okay. So you come here for the second session. What did you get? Do you think it's making sense?
Yes.
What did you get out of it?
So what I see is people have very innovative.
Again,
products.
people. What have you noticed?
I've noticed there are some.
Did you get something because you come again? Obviously, the first time you came was about a year back or just last year?
Last week.
Yeah. So you got something in the first session, or you come here to recheck
No.
whether is it as bad as it was last time? Coincidentally, I was speaking last time, so it wasn't as bad. So you got something. So what did you get?
So what I see is there are some good innovative products.
Good innovative products. Okay. So you increase your knowledge. Yeah. Have you signed up with Kshitij?
He is head of a Linux company.
Okay. So I'm sorry if I picked you up.
I would have to take his help to promote my
Okay.
product.
Okay.
So he will tell
But
me.
you bring in your awareness that helps you. So why are you here?
You get to know about new things.
New things?
You get to know about how these things could be used for me to grow in my business
Okay.
or my personal.
This is not a matrimonial side, is it? Get to know new people and get
No,
to
you
know.
don't have to marry people every time to know new people.
Oh, really? Thanks for telling me. I wish you were in Goa some years ago. So today, why are you here? Have you come for many sessions earlier?
Yes.
So how does it help you? You come here for networking, you come here for knowledge, what do you come here?
Both. For
Both?
networking and knowledge.
Okay, so in what proportion? I still didn't follow your language.
Correct. You are asking.
Means what proportion? So networking 50-50 or 60-40 or 80-20, what is this?
More of the knowledge.
More of the knowledge. So have you gained?
Yes.
You gained information. Again you're looking at it. What about you? Have you gained?
Yes.
What about you?
Yes.
You gained knowledge?
Yeah.
And you made good new friends?
Yeah.
And new connections?
Yeah.
So you will continue to do your, why do you come here again and again? Such a huge attendance. Let me tell you, whenever I call people, the only people who get business are the travel agents. Everybody books their tickets. Sir, your show is there, so I'm traveling. And if they're not going still, they go so that they can find an excuse. But here, everybody is here for the ASIRT meeting. Why are you here? Do you want to gain knowledge? Is there a knowledge barometer inside us which shows us that we are better when knowledge is there? Will it help?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you think it will help?
Yeah.
What do you think knowledge will help? You're trying to look otherwise, but I'm speaking to you. Yeah, it will help. So what do you think knowledge will help? What do you think, Ajay?
Yeah, knowledge.
Knowledge helps?
Yes,
I personally think knowledge doesn't help at all. And therefore they called me for the last session so that I don't share such secrets earlier. Knowledge doesn't help unless you use it. It's like accumulating a lot of water, keeping 10 jars of that, but they lie on your table. What's the use if you are not able to use it when you need it? So all the Indian women have only one complaint. Any guesses? परसों से मेड नहीं है और बरसों से हस्बैंड वही है. 18 sessions of ASIRT, has it made a difference to you? Do you know that people voluntarily come here and organize it for you? I mean, it's a voluntary organization. I don't think so. It's all our honorary members, but they do it because they're expecting you to get something. So, have you actually used it? Is a question. So, a lot of initiatives are being taken by ASIRT. For whom? For the board members or for ASIRT members? Or ASIRT members. So when you come here, I think everybody loves to network, which should be one of the reasons. But one of the other reasons is when they get such good speakers, apart from the one that's right now, to come and share with you information, knowledge, that you can use it to the benefit and improve the standards of service providers, and that is why you joined. If it was a plain network organization, you would have started your journey at 8 o'clock over drinks and dinner and gone home after meeting. So if it was only networking, do you need to come here early and start your day at 4? So obviously, am I right, Chenbhai? The agenda is not just networking, because networking happens best over a drink or over dinner. But there is a very important agenda. I don't want to divide the percentage. That is on individuals you decide. Those who have just started, they're very keen on meeting new people, and those who have already been in the business, they're keen, how can I leverage my business? How can I learn new techniques? How can I come about new products? How can I utilize? So are you utilizing? Why were you trying to hide because of Kshitij? The speaker has changed now. He's been sitting in the rodent pose right since the last one. So have you learned anything?
Yeah.
Have you leveraged ASIRT to your advantage?
Yeah.
Yeah? Any one example you can give me how you have used it? If you take so long.
Many is thinking which one to tell first.
Yeah. I mean, it's not about, your wife is not listening on the wireless. If you're wondering if I take some names, So have you got any benefit of ASIRT?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you mention one thing? Networking. Okay. How about you? Yes, sir.
I got some references and I got.
You got some referrals as well. Okay. What about you?
Yeah, I've learned a lot. I mean, as well as a lot of innovative products like Srikan's product.
Yeah.
Actually, how to use it to our advantage.
Use it to advantage. So if this program is being organized and it will continue to flourish as long as people use whatever ASIRT is offering you to the best of the advantage, right? Okay. So I'm going to give you a very, very secret piece of information. Are you ready to take it?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, let me see how to break it. Does everybody know this very, very well kept secret? It's a secret. Do you love your customers?
Yeah.
Yeah? It's a secret? So how many think is the best kept secret that we love our customers? Kshitij? Do you love your customers?
I love money that they bring.
Okay, but you don't love who brings it to them. But you still need a courier.
I love the courier.
Okay, you love the courier, so that means your customer. So do you think we all love our customers? Anybody who doesn't love the customers, I think it will be easier, so I don't want to save the exercise. So everybody loves customers. Now, do you care what your customer looks like?
No.
As long as he's a customer, it doesn't matter to you?
It matters.
It matters? Does it matter? I don't think it matters. Like your customer, if suppose all your customers from one industry, would you be also okay? If they all looked alike, would it be okay?
Yeah.
Why? What do you think it will make a difference? Not much. Because as far as you are concerned about customers, anybody who can give you business brings a smile on your face. And you don't really care what they look like. But let's take it from the other side. Do you think that for the customers it matters whom they do business with?
Yes.
It's a completely different world. So we love customers, therefore we don't care. But I don't think the customers love their vendors or their providers. We have to make them love us, isn't it? Right, Jen? So we love our customers because they give us business, but we can't say the same about the other sides. So this is that proverbial, that when I went to my relative and I told them, please congratulate me. And here's half a laddu. Saying, what is this for? He's saying, I got engaged. Saying, but why half a laddu? I said, I have agreed. So we have agreed because we are ready to tie the knot with any customer. But the customer has a whole list of things he wants to check before he wants to garland you as a vendor or a supplier. What did people ask? They were still asking certifications. They were still asking, what is it for me? You are like, what is it more for me? And one day, Kshitij, they'll say, can you give me 70, give you 30, something. The customer will always keep on asking for more. But when the customers look at us, this is what they look like. Do they look like this? If a customer was to walk into this room, would he look at all the ASIRT members in this fashion?
No. You don't want them to.
You don't want them to, that's your aspiration. But when they look at you, what is there to make them different? Then they say, no, we are qualified guys. But there is no dearth of qualified people here, so. You agree? Today, qualified people is not a speciality anymore. It's almost the norm. Am I right, sir? So, the proverbial question still comes. How do you make the customer look at you? So, how does you go? So, he calls you for a meeting. Apart from the gender, he can't make out anything. Can you make out anything? Have you gone to a meeting and been able to convince a customer that you're different? Is it difficult? Yes or no? It is not difficult. So can you tell us how? I can stop the program. Obviously, you know the answers, I don't know. Is it difficult? It's difficult because when you go there, he doesn't see any difference between you and the other, and it's very obvious because everybody looks so similar. Very similar. So, you try something different. You get inspired when you say, okay, let us be different, and you try the same thing. Still, do you see any difference? Can you still make up your mind? Can a customer make up the mind? How are you different? Are you still like everybody else? Are you still like everybody else? You can try this pose if you like. So we all look the same. So the question is, what is the way to measure for the client that you are different? Is there a way to measure? I thought this would be a fun session. Suddenly everybody becomes too serious. What can we do to lighten it? You want to go to the washroom and come?
Maggie sauce.
Yeah.
Maggie sauce.
Maggie sauce is different, yeah. So, should we take sauce bottle along with us? I mean, it's a good way to indicate, I know I'm different. I'm carrying a sauce bottle with me.
And the sentence is from the customer.
So, any suggestions? How can we make ourselves different? So, the choice is either you look completely different. Is it possible? Very difficult?
Very difficult.
Is it possible? That you stand so much apart from the others that really you have no reason to show that you're different. Do you listen to me or? Yeah, okay, great. Because you started nodding your head even before I started speaking. Okay. So is it possible in today's life to be such a strong person that you stand out from the others like this or like this? Can you stand apart from the others? Is it possible? Difficult?
Very difficult.
Very difficult. Because today things have become so tough that today to make that inch of difference is far more different than the mile that you could make earlier. Today you don't win by miles, you win by inches. And what that inch would be will depend upon different customers. You have no clue what will be appealing to them. It could be something else, like to somebody it could be just the way you present yourself. It could be just the way you present your proposal to the object that you have, or the way you come and explain your product. Can you even make a difference? Do you think it makes a difference how you explain your product?
It does.
It does make a difference. So you have your goal chalked out. So what is your goal? What's your goal? I'm asking a question. I'm periodically making sure that nobody goes off to sleep and the doors are locked. The food will be served only after I finish. Okay? So all those who try to sneak out thinking early dinner, nothing. So what is the goal? Goal is to make money. It's so simple. But then you see today in life, if only money making was important, then rather go and rob banks. Not possible. Should I tell you the way? Would you do it?
Let's go together.
Then I cannot promise you will get caught. So everybody wants to make money, but then you want to make it by some legitimate means. So therefore certain options get ruled out. So you have to work, like for example, you can't make money doing many things that are undesirable. You can't do things that you can't do. Means you don't have the capabilities to do it. You can only do what you are capable of doing. And you know, today if you see, from the early ages, this has been well defined by supreme law. When there was no currency, what used to happen?
Barter.
And what was the sense behind barter?
One person was capable of something, he will go to the next level.
Yeah, and whatever that capability was adequate for you to buy all your other needs. One capability and satisfy all your other needs. Suppose you were an ironsmith. With that, you could buy your food, your shelter, your clothing. If you were in clothing, you would buy the ironsmith and the shelter, because that was there. And that today, circle has come full circle again, because today we are back to specialization. You can't just say, okay, I'll be generally good in everything. You can't be a wandering general, you have to be a meaningful specific. And that is why you are here in ASIRT, because you all have at least narrowed down, this is my activity. This is where I think I am going to concentrate on, and this is where my vocation belongs. You can't say, okay, tomorrow I'll do this, tomorrow I'll do that, and you specify. And that's how we have come full circle. So the goal is defined. So what is the goal?
Specialization.
And be
Different.
Yeah? All agree? So should we go for dinner? Some people are saying, why not? So, the problem is, in a quest to be different, we are only being when the goal is so clear, then all you need to do to make yourself look different from others is to build a difference inside you, isn't it? But what are we doing to achieve our goal? We are again in the same maze where everybody looking the same. Since, isn't it like the Swayamvar, you know? You're hoping that somebody will come and garland you. But you don't know that first of all, in all Swayamvars, entry is by invitation. You know that? Anybody cannot just wander about and say, I've come for the Swayamvar. You had a checklist, you need certification before you become qualified to come in a Swayamvar. Minimum requirements. You are remembering your days? You rather forget them, right? You wish you were disqualified then. It saved you a lot of trouble later on. It's the same story everywhere, don't worry. So the thing is that we go thinking, oh, I have come here, but you don't get there. You don't even get invited till you make the cut. You agree? And after you make the cut, then the battle begins. Are you happy to deal in that kind of a battle? Where you know that some fierce competitors are there and you don't have to fight with Johnnies and Johnny-come-latelys who really don't even know. Because you see, whenever you have knowledgeable competition, do you enjoy it? Yes. Because you know that each person has got idea of what the costs are, has an idea of what it takes, and also has an idea of what a brand is. जैसे मूवीज में बोलते यार मेरे से क्या लड़ोगे, इज्जत तो उनकी, बेइज्जत तो उनको होती है जिनकी पहले इज्जत होती है. So if you have nothing to lose, you can't lose anything. But if you have built up your reputation, you have built up a name, then you want to go there, you say, hey, just to get the order, I can't just do anything and then ruin the reputation that I built the last 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. And that's more important than just bagging a single order. So there are wheels within wheels. We are very keen on getting the order, but at the same time, you can't just say, okay, I'll do a caretaker, because you know that to deliver that assignment or something, there's something you need to do, and you can't just do that without anything. So is the goal clear? Is the goal clear? So, what do? Spend the midnight oil. अरे भैया, जब बताओगे different कैसे होते हैं? आप बताओगे different कैसे होते हैं? And we try everything. Do we succeed? We try a lot. Because today the world has become so competitive that it's very difficult to find a way to show that you are above the rest. You may be, and you are. But the golden rule in customers is that you judge yourself always by what you are capable of doing. But the customers always judge you by what you've already done. References though? How can I be sure that I can take a chance on you? How can I be sure that you are that person whom I should? Because see, all the options exist prior to giving the order. You remember the days when you were a bachelor? शान ही अलग थी. Because all the probables looked, हाँ यार एक मुर्गा है बचा हुआ भी. Once you get married, nobody will look at you.
The other way around.
Because the whole idea is that till the time the customer has a potential order in their hand, that proverbial garland, there's everybody like honey, bees to honey, everybody, hurry yaar, can I be there by it? But as soon as the order goes, nothing. So they also have a big weight of responsibility on their shoulders because they have to decide. And then, do you see the light? Do you see something happening? Unfortunately, as the night wears out, you certainly go back into the tunnel. How do I make myself different? So the light went out. Are you awake? So is there a solution? Chitish? Okay. Who's this guy?
Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee said some very nice words. He's saying to hell with the problems. To hell with the circumstances. I always look at opportunities. Because they say that whenever there's a problem, there has to be a solution. So if you are trying to be different, you may have to try harder, but the difference is there. You only have to explore. Like how a diamond has to be explored from the rock, or an oyster has to be searched in the middle of the sea for a pearl. You have to find it. Right? So, Bruce Lee idea made me feel, do you think we are vending machines? Do you think we are vending machines in our business? What is the difference? If it's a vending machine, is one vending machine different than the other?
No. Not really.
Not really.
Maybe the location is
Location? No, but we are talking about a solution, so we are assuming both the machines are there. But it's the same. If we are going to say we are no different, what we are sending the signal to our potential customers that we are vending machines. Button dabao or chai milegi. Then why should he choose one over the other? And now look at it, we always look at the business from our point of view. Look at it from their point of view. बोले ये तो वेंडिंग मशीन है, एक से लिया दूसरे लिया कोई फर्क नहीं है. So then why should he come to you? Just because you are closer? That also may not be a very big advantage, because if today your challenge is, would you only go to the guy who's closest to you? You want to go to a more capable person. So do you think we are giving an impression to the others we are just like anybody else? You come to me, give me an order, I am like another vending machine. But Bruce Lee's idea gave me an idea that today an ordinary seller of vegetables and fruits also differentiates himself with a smile on his face. Have you experienced it? So I said difference is not so difficult. It is possible. Because that is the difference. That have anybody seen a vending machine smile? Or laugh? Or be caring? Or be emphatic?
Just leaking.
On one hand you have a glass in your hand. On the other hand you just come back from outside.
Being different.
See, company makes a difference. So I said, a smile can make a difference to a customer. When you go to the market, do you think you are like a magnet attracted to people who are more welcoming? They really don't have a business where they can make a quantum leap of difference in your minds. But they also find a way to make you feel that they are different. And we so qualified with all these arms, with these degrees and this knowledge and this so-called IT high-tech, why are we finding it so difficult to make people see we are different? So this guy, his vegetables, are they any different from the others? But he knows that probably, he still knows that he has to make his patronage by doing something. So a simple smile, does it look welcoming? When you go there, it could be rather than a grumpy, हाँ क्या चाहिए? बोला ना वही भाव है, कल भी इतना ही था. And this could be the case of how we deal with the customers. So, do you think that cabs can make a difference?
The cabbie can.
Can they make a difference? They're all the same.
The model is different. Like the Fiat से बदले वो cool cab होगा तो definitely नहीं.
Okay. So do you think it's the vehicle that makes a difference? The vehicle decides that हम छोटे distance में नहीं जाएगा. The driver makes a difference.
Yes.
The driver makes a bigger difference, of course.
Driver makes a difference.
The driver also decides how well his car is kept. The car doesn't decide how well it wants to be maintained. The car doesn't decide what it could be. So there's a story of this cabbie, which I'll skip now because I see lunch, dinner is already served. So, but the cabbies can also make a difference. A few ideas. Do you think the cabbies, if they want, they can do a lot by just being courteous? So I give an example. They all say, "Kya hai? Sab to ek jaise hi hai." But the cabbies can also make a difference. So here we are, asking you to decide how many love movies. All plans ready for Doom 3?
Yes.
For your information, stop press. The press is here. Loans have been organized for all those who want to buy tickets.
On EMI.
So, do you enjoy movies?
Yes.
All of you enjoy movies. Is there a particular preference you have for seeing a movie in a particular theatre?
Yes. Depends.
Yes.
Yeah. Is a movie different?
No.
Why? The movie makers also say, the movie theater say, what can we do? After all, it's the same movie being shown everywhere. What difference can we make? The popcorn. And the can. Can it make a difference? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Because we all go to movies, but we know that the same movie is going to be played. We know the scenes are going to be the same. Yet we realize that today in certain theaters we prefer going. You don't go there, udhar koi acha scene dikhega which others don't have. But the theater owners can say, what difference? Same movie, what can we do? But have they done something? Have they done something?
शोले को मिनरमा में देखोगे तो डिफरेंस तो दिख रहा ही था ना.
I think you all two should meet. There's one driver and there's one horse. उनको चाबुक मारना है, आपको खाना है. Coincidentally, since you mentioned about that scene, the best kept secret. See, I can't help if memories are, reopened. Everybody knows the scene where he says, "Chal dhanno." Even at that time, selfishness ruled. Do you think Dhanno was running for Basanti? Dhanno tells Basanti, "तू छोड़, मेरे पीछे भी तो 4 घोड़े लगे हैं." So Dhanno was fighting for his life. So today everybody is running. They're running towards or they're running from. We don't know. But they're running. Running after customers, running from customers, running from the opportunities to differentiate, only running blindly, hoping that customers will come to us. Today the movie theaters show that if today the same movie is being showed, then why are you preferring certain halls to the others? They had the same predicament that many of us in this room say, how can I be different? Okay, let's go further. What about malls? What about malls? You go to malls, same brands, but you still prefer to go to certain malls compared to others? It's not that there you're going to get the MRP cheaper or there you're going to get a different brand. Most of the brands, the anchor stores are the same, but still you prefer going to a certain mall compared to the others. Why? Again, they have the same predicament. Why can I do different? And they have the same challenge. So let's go to online. Do you think online is more closer to your heart? Can online make a difference? Can online make a difference? You say, wahi to hai, wahi hai. But today, the security of your transaction, the ease of delivery, the user interface on the website, can it make a big difference though you're selling the same products? Again, same predicament. But they chose not to say, what can we do? They say, what can we do? The same words in a different way. What can we do? Is helplessness. What can we do? Is an assertment. What can we do to make that difference? So, you are in the business of products and services. You agree? Yes. But there is a blank screen here. Which is going to make the difference? Any guesses? Okay, very good. What else?
Services.
Absolutely. Please give a big round of applause to them. When you are selling the same product, that is just the 20-80 rule being changed, 80-20. 20% is your product, which is constant. 80% is your service. Because when the constant is over, they're going to see what is the difference. And you can say, what can I do? After all the products are the same. Or you can say, wow, I can do so much in the area of service. Because when you sell, you don't sell. You serve. And what reaches the customer is the service that you give. The ball that reaches in the customer's court is the one that you serve from your court. it lands on his court and he calls it well served. So what is the rule of tennis? If you want to play well and win the game, you must begin to serve well. And that is the golden rule that you have to understand. That only a service can make the difference in your area. Because products are getting similar and similar. They are getting more and similar. If today you have an advantage, I can assure you, you have to be prepared that that advantage will be blunted tomorrow. And service, the biggest advantage is it cannot be replicated. Does your wife cook? Yeah. If you ask her anything she makes well, even if she gives the recipe to somebody else, can they make it exactly that way?
No.
Because there is something, bole haath ka farak hai.
Yeah.
We have all experiences. So the service factor is not a vending machine, as I give you the example, that whenever you will do it, there will be a certain uniqueness in the way you deliver it that will be your difference. And if you do it well, that could make from a difference to a unique selling proposition. So how do you achieve it?
Sell black box.
Shitil ko dekh ke aise, like I used to be like him, not paying attention in my class in school and all that. Suddenly one day teacher said, what did I say? The teacher said, Delhi mein kutub minar tha. So I said, Delhi mein kutta bimar tha. So, iska bhi aise. Suddenly you ask, what did I say? Okay, let me share you a story. This is a true story which happened with my dad. You've heard of all these complicated equipments? Okay, so you go to a diagnostic center, and we went to a diagnostic center, and my dad had to do an MRI, and they did an MRI, and it happened and all that. And some months later, I took my dad to another center, and I got a call from my wife. She's saying they're asking some questions because my dad had undergone some angioplasty, and he had got a stent. So they say they're asking, is the stent MRI friendly? I said, I don't know. So I had to quickly reach out to the cardiologist. He had to check with the hospital, and luckily they said, yes, it is MRI friendly. But the thought came to me that he had already undergone 3 MRIs before, and they all had as good or equally good equipments, but they had not used that service angle of showing empathy. Can you imagine if that stent was not MRI friendly, what would have happened in the first MRI? So we try to invest in equipment, in technology, but eventually the difference will come in the people and how they use it. And I can talk on this for hours because it's a very passionate subject to me, because the difference is always made by people. Like even if you said the car is there, if you give him a brand new car, if he's got a rude expression, if he doesn't treat you well, you say, yaar, usse acha to Katara chidi, whereas a smiling customer. Would you? Right?
Very true.
So today it is the people at the end of it that make a difference to people. The machines cannot recognize because they are not programmed. But to humans, it makes a sense when they see a humanly touch to whatever you're doing. Okay, so it could be about, so there was a very, very small case which I love. I've used this picture because you can use it today. So there was a guy who was trying to represent somebody, and he was trying, and there were a lot of people in the fray, and he wouldn't get the contract of representing that person. One day he got up and left a message on his answering machine at 5 a.m. I will start early and I'll work harder for you. He got the contract. Only that much difference. Today, if you respond faster to the complaints, do you think the clients can look at you differently? Only your response. It shows that, okay, at least you're reachable. Our others are not reachable. Like only Kshitij is 24/7. His wife has complained to the police authorities, for that. Nobody actually is available to him. So, is there a solution in sight? And it comes from your own stable, which is the Gold Member Program. So what is the Gold Member Program? Can it make a difference? Can it make a difference? How many know of this program? How long has it been? 1 year. Okay. So, have you used it?
Yeah, but I have applied for this program. I have not got the gold membership, but you know, when I
You are waiting for the gold to come. Okay. You have applied? You got it? Who has got it already? Yeah. Have you used it? How have you used it?
I tag it, when I send a mail, it comes below.
Okay. And that's all.
And that shows to the customer that I am good.
So have you benefited?
Yeah.
Like you got more, or you got more clients, or they paid you more?
Not they paid me more, they understand, okay, what is this to be
Okay.
explained. This is
Okay.
okay.
So now for those who know, great. For those who don't know, let me explain you that this is an exclusive club. Entry is by invitation only. Exclusive to the ASIRT members, and ASIRT will make sure that you subscribe to a certain charter. Because if this is going to be like anybody else, for example, if suppose you just put it on your letterhead and then they find no difference. So difference is to be shown or difference is to be experienced? Both. You're right, absolutely. Because if you are different but they don't know, they can't keep trying you till they know the difference. They won't even give you a chance to try. So you need a combination. But if you say that, then you have to also demonstrate that you're different. Because otherwise they oh khali label laga ke baitha lekin kuch farak to hai nahi. So, are you willing to take the seats in this exclusive preview? You have already indicated your preference for Friday first shows. So this is Doom 4, okay? So let me tell you what it will give you. It will give you something that is fundamental for your business. Any guesses?
Trust.
Absolutely. Who said? You said that? Yeah. Please give a round of applause. Let's. When they lean on you, they should be sure they have a capable person. They want to make sure that you are worth leaning on, and that will come with the stamp of approval from ASIRT. Because as you said rightly, it's not about saying I'm dependable. You have something to give you that stamp of approval that yes, these guys are trustworthy, they're dependable. Because do you think that will be a major difference in the way they look at you? Questions?
Customers will ask questions, what it is about.
No, they will ask you questions, so it's a good thing, it's a conversation opener. Because rather than say, why should I be talking to you? The guys outside are listening to me more attentively than here. Because here there's no voice, outside there are voices. So do you think that the approval matters, Chinmay?
Absolutely.
The approval is important, as you said rightly, to say, what is this ASIRT Gold member that you keep writing about? Is it a good conversation opener? Would you like to start the discussion in that angle rather than saying, why should I be talking to you? Are you looking for excuses to start a conversation with your potential client? We always are looking for something that they talk about, and the area we want to talk about. Because price you have come to the end, what else can you do? You've taken them out for a movie, yeah? You've done all that you could. Now the point has come to know what is the real difference. So do you think in this club you're going to join hands and make new landmarks? Is this an exclusive club? Yes. Yeah, because you will leverage on each other in this club. So let me ask you, jungle mein more nacha kisne dekha? As he said rightly. How are people going to know that you are gold certified? How will they know?
You have to inform them.
You have to inform them. So, you have a chance to start conversations with the people saying, I must tell you that I am not like anyone else. I am a gold certified member. Saying, what is gold certified? Will this give an opportunity to go and have a meeting? Tell me more about it. I mean, let me tell you that the curiosity of the customer will be aroused because they want to know, is there a difference? Because they genuinely are looking for a difference because we saw the earlier picture, they're all looking the same. So whether you convince them, that is entirely up to you. But that's a good way to open the doors to say, okay, you're different than the others. And then this plaque. Do we have a sample here? No. Okay. Okay. So the plaque will come, which you can demonstrate, and this is a pledge. It's a pledge. Are you willing to take that pledge? Because if you want to be different, you can buy a difference pill and say, I'll consume it and show I'm different. This difference is something that you adopt and say, I will do what is required to be done. And sometimes it is not easy. Like our Lion of India, Ajit. He was caught for molestation. And he was taken to the court. And they're saying, गीता पे हाथ रख के कहो, जो भी कहोगे सच के अलावा कुछ नहीं कहोगे. तो मैं नहीं करूंगा. बोलते क्यों? बोलते सीता पे हाथ रखा तो यहाँ पे लेके आए. अब बोलते गीता पे हाथ रखो. But here, if you want to be a part of this exclusive circle, you will have to take the pledge because of being committed to certain standards that ASIRT lays down to be part of a Gold Club member. You will get a chance to really flaunt your stationery because you will, as you said, rightly put it on your stationery, and above all, you will get to show your difference. Don't take me along with anyone else. I am an ASIRT Gold Club member. He also prefers to shoot those guys than me, you know. He will go ahead in life, you know, this is priorities. Okay. So do you think you will build good relationships through your client with all this? I think you can, because let me tell you that once they start looking at you differently, it is a work in progress. Because even if you don't get that particular order the first time, let me assure you the next time you'll go, because they're not going to have just one order in their life. And you'll build relationships. And do you think relationships can make a difference? Yes. Relationship itself is a difference. And you get the chance for people to talk about and do that. So why is it so exclusive? Any guesses? Why is it so exclusive? So let me just ask you a question. Do you think it will be so good that people will automatically say it is fantastic by just saying you're a Gold Club member?
No.
Okay. Do you think they will be so different, or there will be minor differences between the others and you? Will be just a shade better than the others?
Yes.
Means. So let me ask you, these three metals, all familiar with? Yeah? Any guesses what are their prices?
Expensive.
Oh wow, what a beautiful answer. This is like asking, are you married?
Silver is around 45 and gold is around 30.
48,000.
Okay. Do you want to call your wives and I helpline? Okay, so let me tell you, bronze is about 500 rupees a kilo. Silver is 45,000, right? Congratulations, you got it right. And how much is gold?
38,000.
10 grams.
Gold is 29,000 for 10 grams. Now the question is, why are these rates different? Is it because gold looks better than bronze? Or silver looks less good than gold?
Rarity.
Absolutely. It is all on abundance and scarcity. And is scarcity a difference? If you are going to be a gold member, would you be a handful amongst the whole crowd?
Yes.
So don't think that gold is just given a name like that, okay, because it could be bronze also, it could be silver also, and that gets determined which kind of a race you want to run. what are you running for? Because if you're running to be in the top rung, you will aim for the gold. And if you're running just for anything, you can aim for anything below. Because the difference is that the gold is more expensive because of its rarity. The more abundance, there could be other metals which are even more, not as expensive as that because of their easy availability. And this is not available easily. So, around time? Yeah? Absolutely, okay. So just I need 5 more minutes. Any questions? Except when is dinner being served? Okay. Any questions? Whenever there are no questions, there are only 2 reasons. Either you followed everything. Bhavesh, you still have that? You're still dreaming of Doom 3. So no questions? Yeah, any questions?
Validity.
Validity of what?
The program.
The program. Yeah, but I have a few things to wrap up, so you can tell them a little.
Friends, at this point, hello? Yeah. At this point, we have around 140 odd members, of which only 55 odd members have opted to be ASIRT Gold members. Alright? And out of that, only 10% or so, or 20% or so, are actually using these tools and really flaunting it in front of their customers, as what Sunil said. So believe me, one of the things you need to take back even for the 55 gold members is that let the customer know that you are one, as in ASIRT Gold member program. And for the rest of the members, please know that ASIRT is putting its neck out on the block for you. This is a free program for ASIRT Gold members. Please go ahead and apply for one, because if you are an IT system builder or a software company or a web designer or whatever you are, it's said that there are some 6,000 odd IT companies in Mumbai. I don't know the correct picture, probably the people from the media would know, but you are a very rare commodity. Alright? So please take advantage of this program. That's it, what I would like to say.
Okay, thank you. Any more questions? Yeah.
Well, the thing is, the biggest challenge members are not wanting to use Gold Member program is that you search for ASIRT Gold Member program and they say, it will take to my competitor's site. Now, this is something which, in my opinion, you please say what is your say on this.
If anybody is of the opinion that they are anyway not going to your competitors,
Exactly.
If you are selling something valuable, they would take an educated decision.
Absolutely.
So, whether you tell them or not, they will know. Now, you mentioned all your competitors, no?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that they are going to wear blinkers and say they don't know. They will make their homework. So if you guide them, I don't think there's any difference, because you sure sell them. See, I think you should make an educated decision. There are others as well. But within the ASIRT also, again, as I said, is your individuality, because what is your difference could not be his difference. But the difference is that, okay, at least you have stood apart from the others, and that this is a very distinct, exclusive club. So at least you're narrowing down the race to a few people rather than fighting with anybody and everybody on the race.
Exactly.
Does that answer your question, sir?
Exactly. No, it's not a question. We wanted you to convince them on this. Because this is a
black book free for me?
Anytime. Kal bheju.
He's agreed also.
See, I've got witnesses. Liya shot inka. So we will know whether integrity counts or not. Okay. So if there are no questions, I would like to move forward and ask you, are you ready to press the elevator to move up?
Yes.
Are you willing to soar high? Is this your opportunity?
Yes.
It is your opportunity. It is your opportunity to shake hands and find your competitor looking with awe and jealousy. हम देखते रहे और वो ले गए. because they will see the difference, and we will have more ASIRT members again. Because when they'll see the difference, all those would be standing, watching the contract being signed by you, and you will be shaking hands, and they'll be just watching you when you show that difference. So, a little bit of mythology. How many know the story of Shakuntala?
Yeah, I think everybody would.
Everybody know me? I'm not talking about her here. I'm talking I'm talking about Shakuntala and Dushyant. Everybody know the story? Yeah, everybody know the story? So what happened really? What was the bane of contention? What was the problem? It's very indicative in this picture, so I thought you'll get it. What? Yeah. You put your hand up, I thought you want to go out. What was the ring? Identification. But what was the ring? When the ring was lost, he lost all memory of the person. Now there is a new ring. Sorry, I didn't get that. Can I get that again? Suffering.
How convenient.
How convenient. There's another ring that you can go for, and it is not easy. It comes with a whole lot of commandments. Like for example, you will have to differentiate yourself, is what ASIRT says as part of the charter. You will have to fast track your path to success. Are you willing to? You will have to have a higher standard of service and support, because that's the difference. As I said, it's all about service. They're not talking about a product. And lastly, you'll have to increase customer satisfaction. So while the ring is there for recognition, because you see, this will give you that memory with them. Okay, this is what the gold membership stands for. And is there a reward? Is there a reward? There is a reward. Any guesses?
Recognition.
We'll get to celebrate. You will get to celebrate, because it is a proven fact that when you will differentiate, you will find more reasons to celebrate as well. Okay? Sure. So it's time to assert yourself. Okay? Thank you so much. Thank you.
So guys, please take advantage of the ASIRT Gold Member Program. In 2014, we are only going to do limited things for our members. This is one of them. Or this is one of the big things that we're going to do for members. All you have to do is just look up our website, click on the application form, print it, sign it with the scanned documents of whatever is needed. That's it. After which, it's on you to keep announcing to your customers as many times as you want that you are different. Alright? Because nobody else can do it better than you. Alright, with this, we close today's session. Before that, I would like to call Mr. Pankaj Shah to give a round of, give a token to Suneel Agarwal. Suneel, thank you so much once again.
Token for the black box.
It's not black inside.